The North Sea is a semi-enclosed, shallow basin of the northeastern Atlantic Ocean, bordered by Norway, Denmark, Germany, the Netherlands, Belgium, France, and the United Kingdom. Covering approximately 570,000 square kilometers with an average depth of 90 meters, it acts as a geographical link between the Atlantic Ocean and the Baltic Sea through the Skagerrak and Kattegat Straits. The North Sea has been an essential maritime route and geopolitical region for centuries, shaping European history, economy, and culture. Throughout history, the North Sea has been a stage for significant maritime events that have influenced the course of European development. From the early Viking Age, when Norse seafarers navigated its waters for trade, exploration, and raids, to its role as a vital channel for the Hanseatic League during the medieval period, the North Sea has been a key player in fostering commerce and cultural exchanges between Northern Europe and the rest of the world. In medieval times, it served as a major conduit for the Hanseatic League, a commercial and defensive confederation of merchant guilds that dominated maritime trade along the coasts of Northern Europe. The League's control over the North Sea enabled it to establish lucrative trade routes, significantly shaping the economic landscape of Europe. Furthermore, the North Sea has witnessed numerous naval battles throughout history, including those during the Anglo-Dutch Wars of the 17th century and the First and Second World Wars. These conflicts underscored the strategic importance of controlling the North Sea, as it served as a crucial area for military operations, transportation of resources, and blockade attempts. The Battle of Jutland during World War I, for instance, was one of the largest naval battles fought in the North Sea, illustrating its strategic maritime significance. The North Sea is one of the most economically significant regions in the world due to its abundance of natural resources, its role as a hub for trade, and its flourishing fisheries. Each of these components plays a crucial role in supporting the economies of the surrounding nations. One of the North Sea's most vital economic contributions is its vast reserves of oil and natural gas. Discovered in the mid-20th century, these resources have made the North Sea one of the world's most important energy-producing regions. The extraction of hydrocarbons began in the 1960s and has since provided substantial revenue for countries such as the United Kingdom and Norway. The Brent oil field, located between Scotland and Norway, is one of the most productive fields in the region and became a benchmark for oil pricing worldwide. The North Sea's oil and gas industry has contributed massively to the economies of bordering nations, providing jobs, energy security, and significant tax revenues. Offshore drilling platforms and undersea pipelines are common features of the landscape, with oil and gas exports contributing to the overall energy matrix of Europe. Norway, in particular, has used its oil wealth to establish the Government Pension Fund Global, often referred to as the Norwegian Oil Fund, one of the world's largest sovereign wealth funds, aimed at securing the country's economic future. The North Sea also boasts some of the most productive fishing grounds in the world. The region is particularly famous for species such as cod, herring, mackerel, and haddock, all of which are critical to both local economies and international markets. The fishing industry in the North Sea provides not only food but also employment for tens of thousands of people in surrounding coastal regions. However, the industry faces growing challenges, particularly in the realm of overfishing. By the late 20th century, the North Sea's fish stocks, especially cod, had been heavily depleted due to unsustainable fishing practices. Recognizing this, many nations bordering the North Sea, as well as the European Union, have introduced measures such as catch quotas, stricter regulations, and sustainable fishing initiatives to protect marine life and ensure the long-term viability of the fishing industry. These efforts aim to rebuild fish stocks, safeguard marine ecosystems, and provide sustainable livelihoods for coastal communities. The North Sea's strategic location makes it one of the world's busiest maritime areas for trade and shipping. Its connection to the Atlantic Ocean and proximity to major industrial economies such as Germany, the Netherlands, and the United Kingdom ensure its vital role in global trade networks. Ports such as Rotterdam, Hamburg, and Antwerp rank among the largest and most important in Europe, handling vast amounts of goods and raw materials. Rotterdam, in particular, is the busiest port in Europe and one of the largest globally, serving as a primary gateway for goods entering and leaving the continent. The North Sea's ports facilitate not only intra-European trade, but also trade with regions as far away as Asia, the Americas, and Africa. The transport of raw materials, including coal, oil, and chemicals, alongside manufactured goods, plays a critical role in keeping European economies running smoothly. While the North Sea has immense economic value, it also faces significant environmental challenges. Human activities, such as industrial operations, shipping, offshore oil and gas extraction, and overfishing, have had a profound impact on its ecosystems. The North Sea's environmental health is now under pressure from multiple factors, including climate change, pollution, and habitat loss. Climate change poses one of the most immediate threats to the North Sea's marine environment. Rising sea levels, a result of global warming, pose a direct threat to coastal communities in low-lying countries such as the Netherlands and Belgium. Moreover, increasing water temperatures affect marine ecosystems, altering the distribution of fish species and threatening biodiversity. The North Sea has already seen shifts in fish populations, with cold water species such as cod migrating further north as warmer species move in. Industrial activities, agricultural runoff, and maritime traffic contribute to significant levels of pollution in the North Sea. Oil spills from offshore platforms, chemical discharge, and plastic waste are among the primary sources of marine pollution. In recent decades, efforts to reduce pollution have been stepped up, with stricter regulations on shipping emissions, oil spill prevention measures, and efforts to reduce plastic waste. However, pollution remains a persistent problem, endangering marine life and ecosystems. Recognizing the importance of preserving the North Sea's biodiversity, governments and international organizations have implemented a range of conservation measures. The creation of Marine Protected Areas, or MPAs, is one such effort, aiming to safeguard sensitive ecosystems and promote the recovery of threatened species. MPAs restrict or limit human activities like fishing and industrial operations in designated areas, allowing marine ecosystems to recover and thrive. In addition, international agreements like the Oslo-Paris Convention, known as OSPAR, have been crucial in driving environmental protection efforts in the North Sea. OSPAR coordinates international cooperation on reducing pollution, protecting biodiversity, and managing human impacts on the marine environment. Future outlook, renewable energy and sustainability. The North Sea is at a crossroads where its economic future and environmental health must be balanced. As Europe transitions to renewable energy sources to combat climate change, the North Sea is increasingly being looked at as a prime location for offshore wind farms. Offshore wind energy. The North Sea has some of the best wind resources in Europe, and technological advancements have made offshore wind energy more economically viable. Several large wind farms have already been constructed, and many more are planned for the coming decades. Offshore wind energy presents a significant opportunity to decarbonize Europe's energy supply and reduce reliance on fossil fuels. Countries like the United Kingdom, Denmark, and Germany are leading the charge in offshore wind development. The North Sea's shallow waters and consistent wind patterns make it ideal for large-scale wind farms, and further expansion of this industry is expected to play a crucial role in meeting Europe's climate goals. Balancing growth with environmental stewardship. However, developing renewable energy infrastructure in the North Sea must be done carefully to avoid negative impacts on marine ecosystems and existing industries like fisheries. Ensuring that the expansion of wind farms is balanced with environmental protection requires collaboration between governments, industries, and environmental organizations. Advanced research, environmental impact assessments, and adaptive management strategies will be critical in ensuring that the North Sea's future is both economically productive and environmentally sustainable. Conclusion. The North Sea is a region of immense geographical, historical, economic, and environmental significance. It has played a pivotal role in shaping European history, serving as a crossroads for trade and conflict. Economically, it continues to be a powerhouse, providing essential resources like oil, natural gas, and fish, while also acting as a major trade hub. However, the sea faces numerous environmental challenges that require concerted international efforts to address. Climate change, pollution, and habitat degradation threaten its ecosystems, and sustainable management will be key to preserving its long-term health. The future of the North Sea also holds great promise, particularly in the realm of renewable energy, as the region could become a major source of offshore wind power. Balancing economic growth with environmental stewardship will be essential in ensuring that the North Sea remains a vital resource for generations to come. Through responsible management, conservation efforts, and technological innovation, the North Sea can continue to provide for humanity while safeguarding its unique and fragile ecosystems.